Sound resumed. Microphone activated.
Hello, Emperor. How are you, buddy?
Oh, we're doing all right. How are you this evening?
Yes, good, good. Our stream is unmuted at the moment, and tonight we have Imperial Crown versus Imperial Titans. So I've casted a little bit of Imperial Crown, so I know kind of how they play. So at the moment we're waiting for invite to the lobby, guys. So again,
Okay.
thanks for tuning in.
Yes, hopefully everybody had a terrific Monday and a wonderful President's Day if you guys were in school. I think schools and a lot of works had the day off today, so hopefully everybody enjoyed your wonderful day off and stayed warm. And thank you for tuning in to ICS tonight with me and Luminicious, enjoying hopefully a great best of three series.
Yeah, unfortunately tonight Blue could not make it again. He's moving, so he's very busy. So me and Emperor will be casting. We are the casters for IML, the smaller league, but tonight we will be the ones helping everybody out with maybe a little bit of shot calling, nice jokes, uh, I don't know, anything else you want to say?
Oh no, I just gotta make sure I have the joke cannon loaded up, ready to go. I have to up with a few on top of the head. We'll have to see.
Yeah, hopefully we'll not be like
No,
freak
we are
that
not.
everybody boos like at us. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Like we're the only. Like that's the only good thing we have about like not being like in a room with a crowd because I don't want to get booed. I know I don't. And no, I will not say butts. So don't ask that in chat. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, freak man. Freak wants, I think he wants to like wake up the crowd or he wants to do something about it. So he's like, yeah, guys, let me think of something so I can make everybody angry and wake them up.
Yeah, it's like he's so counterproductive because if anything, he puts them to sleep more than he wakes them up.
Yeah, one time I was afraid of like firing Freak because there was like two or three times that they booed him at the same time, I think. I don't remember the joke that he was making, but it was very, very savage.
Oh, freak with the savage jokes? Never. I've never heard of such a thing.
I think it was because they were getting like very tired of him like saying the same like puns over and over again, and that's why they had enough I think from the previous day. So this day was like we're done with Freak. So every time he said a
Oh,
pun joke, they were like boo. So yeah, hopefully we'll
no
not
one
get
really
it.
likes it anymore. It was
Yeah.
okay for the first like couple weeks season. Then it's like I think more people are saying, "Oh, great, more freak jokes," as opposed to being like, "Yay, new LCS season." So
Yeah. And then they made a Reddit post that they said that we want Freak to be a little bit more professional, and Freak stopped making all these pun jokes over and over again. He made them like very, very occasionally, so it wasn't exactly too serious.
yeah, I don't think I could ever take freak as being serious. He always has that look on his face, like, "Hey, I just let out the best of the century."
Yeah, I think Freak was always the face in the casting team that's like, hey, can I troll this time? Like, I've got the troll face, guys. Let me do it.
Yeah, that's. I'll try my best not to be a freak.
Yeah, but uh,
We'll have
yeah,
to
I'm very
see.
happy that my
I
college
I
got
won't
closed.
promise that every joke.
Hmm.
Yeah, this weather's not uh, really cooperating too well. At least I know where I'm at. We're under like a big storm warning up until tomorrow morning. So luckily, I don't have anything to do but sit inside and play League. I really hope that my internet doesn't cut out at any time tomorrow. That'd be really terrible.
Yeah, that's what I hope for. Um, But this at this point of time, we will hopefully have a good game because I know these two teams are probably one of the best teams in the league. And I've watched the Crown before, and they play a very nice and controlled style around Ibis and Pudu ganking as much as he could. But yeah, for you guys that have school tomorrow, we will be unsure. So if you guys will miss school and you won't miss college like me, you will have fun. But missing college is not that much fun because you paid for the classes, and then if you don't pass the classes, then you have to pay again. So hopefully you guys will at least have fun while you miss school, because I'm not at the moment.
Sergeant Knuckles, he says here, I turned up my input. Is the volume any better or is it worse? Or let me know.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to watch the ICS at the same time. What about you, Emperor?
Yeah, I'm very excited. As soon as we get everybody loaded in, I'm really looking forward. I haven't been on at all today, so I just want to see. I want to see good plays this time. I don't want to see like last week with IML. We saw a lot of very sloppy tower dives, a lot of very unnecessary deaths that came out of being either A, overextended, or B, just complete lack of ward coverage and getting caught out neatly. Hopefully, we have a much more uh, overall good game as opposed to not just being one-sided. I want to see. Last week I know we did see some Rift Herald takes. We saw Baron takes. It was awesome. We actually got to see objectives being used on the map.
Yep. On the second game, that was against all odds versus SLD. We saw a little bit more Baron taking and a little bit more ward control rather than the first game that we saw on the IML. And I think the second games, like AAO against SLD, was very, very more bloody than our previous games.
Yeah, of course. It was just these teams trying to get a feel for each other. It was the very beginning of this league, and a lot of the people were just trying to get a feel for the other team, see what they can do, see what they can't do, see the strengths of certain players on the other team, trying to see what synergy they have on their team. It was still very early on, so as we go along with IML, I really hope to see much closer games as opposed to these complete blowouts the entire time. ICS completely different beast though. It's
Yeah. On ISS, it's a little bit different. I think the players are also higher skilled levels, so and they have been playing with each other more time than our IML. So I think the players know kind of how snowbally the game is and how out of control the game could be. So they would take less risks, I think, because we saw in LCS that if the game goes out of control, then it could very much collapse like TSM against CLG.
absolutely. Okay, we're getting everybody just about set on. I think we're waiting on just
One person, maybe.
it's on Crown side. I can't really check because the all chat's just spamming with everything. So we're waiting on one person. We have one person in the bathroom. We got
Yeah, guys, you have to be ready for it. Don't go in the
it
bathroom in the
takes
last
Swords.
moment.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I want to get into these games, get antsy. I'm jumping around here, just all hyped up for it. Come on, let's go.
Yep. I remember one time in the LCS, they were saying that we have some technical issues, and then Alex just was missing from his chair. Come on, Riot, we all know what he's doing.
I think if somebody doesn't show up, we should automatically replace them with a beginner bot.
That'll be unfair for the
Beginner,
enemy team.
like, yeah, well, that's what you get for not showing up. I'm sure it's a good one.
Yeah,
It's a
and
good excuse why he's out.
yep, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen the Darius video against the Viger bot, so maybe not that much of a brutal thing.
Bots. I want these Doom bots to come back. Where are they at? I want them back. Like I wasn't.
Hmm,
I think when they first came out, I wasn't even. I was too scared to play.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not even mad when we're playing like against Doombots or when it was like Earth mode that everybody was dying and everybody was getting kills. I wasn't even mad. Maybe at Helicopterium I would be a little bit because it was like Evelyn new mode, but it was fun nonetheless.
Yeah, I was talking to Swifter actually last night. We were discussing how, since they're getting rid of Ian, they should just get rid of uh, ARAM as well, get rid of customs, and just make everything Earth mode. Every little thing. Get rid of ranked, get rid of normals, get rid of normal draft, just put on Earth and just.
Yeah, because I think if we added Earth mode instead of Dominion and Twisted Tree Line, everybody will get in.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you everybody for listening to our rambling, as we are finally going in here to picks and bands. Jana coming out for the very first band. Wow, okay, some new bands we're seeing out here today.
Yeah, Janna is very strong in laning phase, so the Titans decided to not let Lawler get that. Maybe it's also a target ban towards Crown support, but we also see a Zac ban and the Poppy coming out. Wow.
Of course, Poppy very standard. Yasuo coming out. Seeing a lot of the AD mid laners really getting banned out lately. Of course, I'm not sure about Yasuo as far as the new Duskblade. Not sure if that's really. I'm still trying to figure out what's good and what's not good with that. Is
Yeah, I think with Duskblade, a lot of AD assassins got buffed because they got like a small like Z ulti. So I think it might be good on Yasuo, but most likely that's a target ban towards Holy Curb.
of course, and now the Graves ban coming out. Even though the Q was slightly nerfed due to cast speed when it hits the walls, still obviously a very strong pick and not very fun to play against. So I do like that ban coming out for Titans. There's
Yeah,
Jana, Poppy, Graves. We're waiting for the third one coming out of Crown. Any idea who you think it's going to be?
maybe a Tom Kench, Corki, Corki as well.
Or
Okay.
I'm going to go with Corky.
Yeah.
Something's telling me Corky.
Yeah. Corki coming out and then be banned. A lot of strong picks up here banned, but then on the other hand, you have a lot of also strong picks as well. Like Zed is open. That we've seen like I think 100% target ban on the IML. We saw Zed not coming through at all. I'm not sure if they would first pick it on the Titans side because they don't have the mid counter pick as Crown could also counterpick their mid laner. But I also remember that Ibis is a very strong Victor player, so they might be willing to get Victor here, or they could just go for a very strong Lucian lane.
Okay. So Lucian going to be the first pick coming out for Titans. The Tom Catch is left.
I'm not
The
so sure.
Crown.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they would first pick it as well, cause he got nerfed a lot with his ultimate taking the damage away from him, and Trundle could also counterpick him really, really hard, cause you can throw the pillar and not let him run anywhere near like the enemy team, and you can also steal the stats late game. But also Soraka is open. We also have a Nidalee maybe pickup or a Lee Sin and a Rek'Sai that are very strong early game. We saw a lot of Nidalee in the LCS getting out of Reignover, but instead they
Okay.
decided to go Lulu and Alistar, very strong.
Yep, Lulu, good flex pick. Of course, can go top, can go mid, can go support. Also, uh, can be a very strong champion as well. I mean, as we saw last week in IML, Lulu completely just bullying out top lane. Not. You think we'll see it top lane this game,
Yeah,
or will we see it mid?
I think Ibis will most likely wait to counterpick the enemy mid. So we're still waiting, and
Ooh.
yeah, and then we might see the Victor like take away from Ibis. Yeah, Ibis is a very very strong Victor player, so I like what Titans are doing up here. And their XA has a lot of map pressure, so I'm not sure that Little does well into Victor, so we might see it actually in the top lane. But
Yeah,
also
we'll have to
Fiora is open, so I would like also to see like a Lulu Fiora together. That would be very very strong.
absolutely. With Ibis being such a strong Victor player, obviously he knows the champion inside and out. He knows what goes good against that Victor. So
Yeah.
Ergot hover. Oh, please lock that in. I would love to see the Ergot.
I don't
Come on,
think.
Swifta.
Yeah,
You want to do it.
yeah, I don't think you want to do it, especially against a Victor Rek'Sai that are very, very mobile and can get into your face very quickly, and you
They
won't
probably
be.
don't want to do it.
Oh boy, the new Kog'Maw. Ooh,
Talk about yeah, I did notice. I was reading a few of the patch notes. Now his W speed, I believe, was changed to his Q.
no, they took away the
It
attack
was.
speed from his Q and then they put it
Oh,
on his
that's
W.
right. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, I had that a little bit backwards. Gragas coming out as
Oh
well.
boy.
It's been such a long time since I've seen a Gragas.
Yeah, and that could actually be a Gragas top lane because we've seen so many AP Gragas coming out recently, and they are actually very, very strong at the moment. But Kog'Maw, I wonder if they would have enough pill for Kog'Maw because Lulu can pill well for the Kog'Maw. So now I'm assuming that's a Lulu mid most likely and a Gragas jungle, and they're waiting to counterpick the top lane from Imperial Crown up here. But very, very good draft phase from both teams.
We have the Braum and the Fiora hovered. Looks like it will be yes, the lock-in for both of them.
Very, very
Okay,
strong lane. Yeah,
very,
very.
very, absolutely. Lucian Braum, definitely a very, at least from what I've seen, can be a very big harassing lane, and could absolutely. I think if they get a lockdown on Kog'Maw, of course, with the Winter's Bite, Kog'Maw has no escapes as it is, so either it's going to burn a flash or he's just going to get chunked down so fast, so easily.
Yeah, so I would like to see a lane swap from Imperial Crown because they would like Kog'Maw to get the Rage Blade and the Hurricane as fast as they could get it. So I would like them to maybe have a lane swap so that Fiora will get completely no farm at all, and they could get farm on their Kog'Maw because Lucian, yeah, you can give him farm, that's fine. But if your Kog'Maw reaches the Rage Blade Hurricane Power Spike, is way stronger than Lucian with a 2-item Power Spike. Ooh, we see a Malphite coming in.
It's interesting, because generally when you have a Kog'Maw, of course you kind of want to build around the Jugger Cog kind of composition, and the fact Lulu with the only shield, obviously the face of the mountain shield coming in from Alistair. Questionable that will, but they do have the Gragas Malphite front lane, or I'm sorry, front line. So it'll be a little bit harder to kind of dive into the Kog'Maw. Of course, you have the Glacial Fissure coming in from Braum. Rek'Sai can burrow through and try to hit backline. It's gonna be interesting. I feel like it's gonna feel how Malphite and Gragas will be able to frontline and just not let anybody get to the carries. I also forgot Alistair frontline as well, so it's basically gonna be everybody go front, have Lulu protect Kog'Maw, and have Kog'Maw just rain down damage from the backline.
Yeah, a very strong draft here coming in from Imperial Crown and a team composition around Kog'Maw. I would like, I would have liked to see since they picked up two tanks like Malphite and Gragas. Maybe I would have liked another like more supportive kind of style support, like maybe a Bard or a Morgana, since they took the Janna away from them, so they could not have a perfect Kog'Maw uh, composition. So maybe I would prefer a Morgana instead of an Alistar, but I think Alistar is also good.
Yeah, of course. If somebody dives in and gets close to the Kog'Maw, he can just try to headbutt him away. Hopefully, he doesn't have multiple targets coming in after Cog, or it's kind of hard to headbutt everybody away when it's on cooldown. So
Yeah, and I think most likely Pudu will go like a tank Gragas unless he decides to go full AP, and that will be very, very scary because AP Gragas does a lot of damage, and people usually do not expect it because it's been so long that we've seen an AP Gragas mid.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
but
what, season 4?
yes, season 3 to season 4 it was very, very strong. I remember the Faker outplay against OMG Cool that he knocked a Faker. He knocked no Faker knocked Cool with Oriana into the tower while Faker was playing Gragas. So that was very, very yeah, impressive by Faker. So
Everyone
double
forgets that.
teleport. Yeah, from both
Yeah, I've
teams.
noticed that both teams are running both top and mid laners, both running the teleports. So I just want to see a lot of team fights. I mean, that's what I want. I mean, like I said, I haven't been on all day. I want to see
Hmm.
a lot of bloodbath in this one.
Yeah. But for me, the plan here for both teams are to get farm on their carries. For Titans, most likely it is on their top lane and mid lane. They would like to get farm on their Fiora and Victor, so they could kill very quickly the Kog'Maw before Malphite and Gragas and Lulu can do their job. And for Imperial Crown, their main goal is for Kog'Maw to survive. So as long as they can peel for Kog'Maw and let him do the damage in the team fights, it will be very, very good for Crown. And my prediction leads mostly towards Crown because they have a very good team composition, but it depends on how they play their laning phase. So if you guys are in the chat, let us know what you think. You can put a hashtag Crown win or hashtag Titans win to let us know what you guys think on the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As far as my prediction, I'm gonna kind of lean towards Crown. You know, of course, like you said, it's gonna be how they can play around the Kog'Maw, because of course they have to put all their eggs in the Kog'Maw basket, and if they don't, then composition they built could kind of fall apart completely, which will allow Titans, of course, to kind of jump in there. I mean, of course, they have a Fiora, very, very strong. Victor, late game, just first just about anybody. So if he gets a hold of Kog'Maw in late game, it could be pretty nasty for Crown.
Yes. So it will very, very depend on how much they focus down the Kog'Maw. So Imperial Crown has to ward a lot of their bot side or top side, depending on which side they send the Kog'Maw. They will need to get a lot of vision down and protect the Kog'Maw as much as they can. So I'm expecting Pudu to be helping a lot, Swifter up here, and most likely as well maybe Ibis if they could catch Victor. Nice skins coming out
Okay.
of both teams.
All right, here we go. First game of the night. Hope we get a good one here.
Yeah, we have
It's
on the
coming
blue.
out for the river.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just talking about just setting out the pings, setting up the defensive wards.
Hmm.
Good. At least for the mindset right now for Crown. Never mind, not quite as defensive. Very offensive coming out for Titans, trying to get those deep wards in for them on a ward right now. So they will see them back off.
Yeah, very very strong start from Titans. They have the Braum stun and the Braum passive, so they could easily maybe take out Crown if they catch somebody out. Ooh,
Oh, this is not looking good.
okay.
Run off, give a little bit of a scare, then back off. Try to get
So
that little early mind game out.
yeah, so I think the plan here for
'Cause we,
Titans was to learn where Kog'Maw would start, and maybe if Kog'Maw would lane swap. So that was what was very important for Titans.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. Because when Titans went up, even though they really didn't place anything, they did see the Alistair. So they obviously got the knowledge that it will be Swift on the Kog'Maw bot lane, which is of course what Titans want. They want to do standard lanes. They want to try to get this Kog'Maw as the late as possible into his.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, and I think Fiora wins against Malphite early game until Malphite could scale up his ground slam, so he could slow down the Fiora from killing him with attack speed.
I really do like the Malphite pickup here because you're going into 3 AD pump on the side of Titans with the Fiora, Rek'Sai, and the Lucian as well. So he will scale very nicely.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree here. Malphite is very, very strong against AD comps, and we saw what the game G2 against H2K, the Malphite could really do, even though he got behind early game. He just pressed the R button and then he helped his team win the game. So, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. As soon as you get that Iceborne Gauntlet as well too, it can all sorts of trouble, especially if you land the ult.
Yeah, they could never escape from you.
Rom
Hug
here
the
is really
rock.
just Rom's just trying to get at least a little bit of poke here on the Cogma, trying to make him a little bit behind. Although it already has a 14-9 CS advantage. Titans is pushing Wave into Crown in the bot lane. So up in the top lane, a little bit of trading back and forth.
Yeah, and we'll see if you're bowling out Malphite in the early game. Oh boy.
The gank coming in. Ibis will get out. Voodoo there just for throw a barrel, show his presence, and then everybody's good to go. No summoners burned for either team. Oh, a lot of damage getting chunked out there from Verge.
Yeah, I think since Titans know that their bot lane could go ahead from Kog'Maw and Alistar, it was very good to focus the Lulu down and help Victor, you know, at least have a CS lead against Lulu, because they need Victor to be stronger than Lulu so they could burst down the Kog'Maw late game. So really well done by Lord Patchling up here.
Oh, Verge getting shut down a little bit, hitting a nice vital. Voodoo's coming in. So trade won by the Fiora, but of course doesn't really matter until you get the. But has of course really shoved the wave up. Really is sort of in control of it.
Oh boy.
Oh, Voodoo coming in through the river. Sun gets the riposte in as well.
Ooh.
Lord Swing coming in. Will get Merchant with the force to flash.
Yeah, I'm not so sure why Pudu would go topside and help his Malphite. We know Malphite is very, very weak against Fiora. And there's no kill potential from them both until maybe Malphite becomes level 6 and Gragas is level 6. So if Fiora reposts one spell, they could easily knock her back and then, you know, force her to go in the air. So I don't like what Crown is doing up here. I would have liked them to see maybe helping out Ibis and helping out their bot lane as much as they could.
A quick look at mid lane. I was getting a little bit of chunked out there. I think the thing with Pudu, the gank, the only thing that really came out good was the fact that he kind of like evened the health bars out for Verge, because Verge was looking pretty low. But if anything, you know, I do agree with you. I think he should have went mid lane to really help out Ibis, because of course Ibis was getting bullied there for quite a long time. As Patchling hiding in the bush, there's a flash knock up. There's the riposte coming in. Vert's got nowhere to go. That is first blood coming up the top lane for Titans.
Yeah, good read there by Lord Patchling. They knew Malphite from the skirmish that happened before didn't have any flash, so they decided to go and help the Fiora out, and that is very, very well done by Titans in the top lane.
Yep, he knew that Verge did not have flash. Of course, not 6 yet, so could not do the unstoppable force away from it. So that was very good call from Titans. Very nice flash knockup coming in for Patchling.
Yeah. And Malphite again is very, very weak against Fiora in the very early stages of the game. He needs a few items to start actually bullying out Fiora. And if this keep happening over and over again, then I wouldn't see Malphite, you know, becoming relevant into the game. So that's why I would like to see lane swap coming in from Imperial Crown, because the farm on Malphite is not that much of a need. But for Fiora, she wants to farm. She needs those items very early in the game. Malphite can do a lot of things without having too many items. So I think, you know, Crown deciding to do standard lanes actually put them behind in the game.
Yeah, we have the you see the cloth armor coming out from Malphite. Hoodoo coming into mid lane. Whoa, good damage coming out. Will they be able to get him? Yes, Ibis will grab the kill. Very, very good Greg Hoodoo there.
Yeah, and as I was saying, you know, I don't see any point in ganking your Malphite, so a gank in the mid would be actually more beneficial than helping your Rock Solid in the top lane. So very good gank by Pudu in the mid lane. And Ibis now is ahead of Victor, you know, having that one kill. Even though the CS is leaning towards Holy Carp, I think that kill helped actually Lulu a lot. And now we can see Lulu bullying out Victor. Pudu, you're
top
sitting in a
lane.
pink ward, buddy. Ooh.
Oh, we'll still get knock him. Unstoppable force coming out. Grand challenge is propped. And oh, we have the Rek'Sai ultimate coming in. We'll have to see if Patchlink can get in there. Don't believe he can. Will show support in there for his top laner. No kills going down. Unstoppable force already down for Verge. So very nice job. Of course, no summoners used at a top lane. Voodoo, little unwelcomed.
Nice steal.
Little friend.
Yeah, the shark. But a little bit of a misplay here by Imperial Crown. They both used their ultimates, the Unstoppable Force and this Explosive Cask at the same time at Fiora. So all Fiora had to do is repost, and she actually reposted both of them. So that was well done by Klana Cutie Pie up here in the top lane. Is it Cutie Pie? Is it like Cutie? I'm not so sure how to pronounce his name.
I don't know. I believe it's Clannon.
Clan and
Clannon
then
QT, or,
yeah,
or
Cutie.
let's call him Cutie, whichever.
Yep. Oh boy.
Actually coming in, that is no, there we go. They get the ward in. Swift. Oh, good headbutt away. We have the ult coming out here on the Alistair. So I don't believe that was quite 100% necessary to pop the ult, but regardless, they do get the ult down from the Alistair. So of course, not as tanky.
Oh boy, Scene of Fate.
Oh, misses the glacial fissure.
We see a little bit of misplays by both teams. I think Scene of Fate wanted to make that game equal, and he said, "Yeah, let me throw up my ulti so I can make things equal for you, buddy."
Good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship. Honor after the game. Landon and Verge getting a little bit of damage coming in for Verge. Landon would think twice about having to wanting to go back into that one.
Yeah.
They do get the luck to get it on the Alice. Just the stun coming in, the heal. That's all you'll see from that. Buff exchange. Ibis will get the blue.
Merc is farming the pink ward.
And now we got blue on both the mid laners now.
Oh boy.
Great junglers passing over. Oh, good. Good. They get him. No, Pudu will get it. We'll get the knock up, and then it'll be Pudu taking out Deatrice. And will that be Swifta? Oh, the kill onto the cog ball already.
Yeah, well done here by Imperial Crown, realizing that they need to help their bot lane, and then nice combo coming in from Lawler, and very, very well done gank. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, Ibis almost grabbing a kill in the mid lane. Not quite sure what Clannon's doing. Trying to get a little too aggressive. You don't got very much health left.
Oh boy.
Oh, Ibis picking up with the help from Pix in the mid lane. But Pudu will grab Dragon. What a play! What a great play from Ibis.
Yeah, Ibis here doing 1v1 against Victor. We don't see that very often, but that was all well done by Pudu on the first gank that helped his mid lane. Going very, very strong. And we see here actually Merc. Oh boy! Oh boy, rock solid. Oh!
Yeah, the dive in.
Oh my god!
Hanging in there! And that'll be a flash use, but Verge will go down as well. So Clannon, yes, did go down, but got the return kill as well, and also grabbing Verge's flash as well.
Wow! A little bit, late coming in from Merc. I think he should have waited a little bit since his all cooldowns were back. But we see a 0-2 Malphite killing a 2-0 Fiora, so that was well done by Merc. And I think, yeah, when Malphite gets items, he definitely can kill Fiora, but before he gets items, it's a little bit hard for him to deal with Fiora. But we see 5 pings coming in from Imperial Crown. Wow. Vision win games, boys.
Vision definitely does win the games. 5 kills to 2 coming in at 12 minutes, a 1,000.
Oh boy.
Coming in as, oh man, Swift just putting out the damage from the Gootsus. Waiting until Fissure coming out as we have. Oh, Patchlink coming in trying to get this. Will get the save.
Oh!
Fissure ultimate coming out as well. The health bars are so low. They're There's a flash coming in. Patching will grab the kill onto Voodoo. And will he be able to grab the double? No, he will not, but wow, what a fantastic play in the mid lane and coming out for Patchling.
Great turnaround here by Patchling counter ganking for his mid laner. Holy crap up here. And we finally see Victor, with a little bit of one item, doing a lot of damage. So they should be definitely respecting the Victor up here from Imperial Crown.
Oh, the flash burn. Yep, Kog'Maw doesn't want to have to deal with that. Winner's bite definitely will be the demise of Swifter here in this bot lane.
Yeah,
And
and
up top, these two are really just off in their own little world right now. Just saying, forget it. We'll just duel it out up here in top lane. Teleport will be used for both the mid laners. So teleports will be for both top laners are still up, mid lanes are down. So, but it will be.
Yeah, I wanted to talk back a little bit about Swifta burning his flash. It was most likely used because was a little bit of a miscommunication with his support loller up here.
We got the grand challenge proc, but nothing really coming out of that yet. Swift is just going to be spamming all game long. But I actually do like the fact that 2 kills onto the Lulu. Lulu, of course, will have the Frost Queen's spooky ghost, as some call. You do have the kills onto Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw is slightly down in farm, however, is up 300 gold over Detrius in the bot lane. So the Kog'Maw coming along very, very well.
Yeah, and I was wondering if the Lucian would be good to bully out the Kog'Maw, but so far we've seen only Kog'Maw being behind 10 CS. But that gold is actually became equal with the kill and the assist that Swifter received from the gank that Voodoo did. And the Rage Blade is actually going to help him like duel out Lucian and Braum a lot. So I'm not so sure about the bot lane of Imperial Titans anymore. I think they would need to get help from their jungler to actually, maybe able to kill Kog'Maw.
Of course, yeah, as we do see in the mid lane right now, of course, the Victor not having the best fun against the Lulu right now. Currently down roughly 600 gold. Sitting at 0-2 and 1. The Lulu, of course, with that awesome help picks, and then Glitter Lance coming in from Ibis to grab the second kill of the game. But overall, across the map, you have Clannon up on the Fiora, a bit ahead, of course, of Verch right now. Jungle presence coming in from both. Oh, there's the flash in. The exhaust being burnt. There's another flash used as well. Wow! Just ults used left and right. Swifto will grab the kill.
That was a very nice shot. This is my first time seeing Braum getting ulted by Gragas and then still using his ulti.
He tried to just jump at the stand behind me, just really couldn't get anything quite yet. Couldn't get anything on that. That was just, the Braum was just bouncing around left and right. Just,
yeah.
Poor guy couldn't get anywhere. Everything used on him, but of course they do get the kill. And Swifta grabbing the kill.
Yeah, and this is why we didn't like the Terminator movies, because when during the mid time of the movie, the Terminators were very strong, and that's what Swifta is right now. A machine gun Terminator that wanted to kill the bot lane of Imperial Titans up here. Very, very strong Kog'Maw. We see Merc up here going up in the top side, throwing his Seismic Shard and then just walking away like a boss.
We have crowd now going after the dragon. As soon as it came up, Patchling will not get the steal, and that'll be second dragon coming over for Crown.
Yeah, now that Crown got the bottom side turret, I would like to see them. Oh boy. Oh.
Well, we see the unstoppable force coming out. And that will be Verch grabbing the solo kill onto Clannon up in the top lane. And now this Malphite is really starting to show why Malphite is such a big pick right now.
Yeah, very, very strong Malphite coming in from Merc up here. And that was... Oh boy, flashing!
And another flash coming out. The unbreakable wall coming in as we have Detrius really raining down the damage. That would be the ult coming in for Ibis. Will survive. And now we'll see if we can get a push up in the mid lane as we see top lane. Urge grabbing top lane turret. I think it will be answered by Titans with this mid lane.
Yes, a great pickup here by Titans. They could get the mid tower. Was really good for them because Lulu could wave clear against Victor. So now that they pick up the tower, they get at least some gold, and they're still not far away from the game. You know, they're 2k gold behind, which is still a gold lead that you can definitely turn the games around. But now what Titans have to do, they would have to get a lot of vision around their jungle, because as we see now, the only vision that Titans have is in the enemy jungle a little bit on the bottom side of the map, and that does not help them a lot.
Here the push into mid lane, so the mid lane will be answered by Crown, and they're just looking like they're going to want to try to they can push a little bit more damage here on this tier 2 mid. Well, of course they have Swifta there, so Swifta will be able to really start chunking down this turret. They get it down a bit of below half health, forcing the teleport coming in here from Clannon, and back off there for Crown.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that, you know, Clannan should have teleported in the mid tower because they had Victor and they already wave cleared that. So if Crown wanted to win that, they would have to engage under turret. And I would have liked maybe Clannan to do a teleport, you know, a flank teleport against Imperial Crown, because that's the only way that they could win right now. Huh. Did Gragas still the red buff?
It
Yes.
looks like, yes he did. This I saw the red on him, I didn't know if he was close enough to grab it, so that was a really good grab by Voodoo there.
Yeah, nice grab here by Food, at least stealing the red buff from Detrius. And I wonder now why Crown, you know, is grouped up in the mid lane. Their side control is not as good as they should have been, because we see top lane is pushing against them, and bot is slowly pushing against the Titans, but they would need to wait a lot of time to actually force the mid tower up here. I think
Yeah,
they should
so
have controlled a little bit the top side of the map and then push the mid lane.
just to get a couple shots in there. On the turret, down to about a third, a little bit below a third health. Really just trying to get the wave clear out using Victor.
Yeah, and now we
On this. They're definitely staying committed for this one.
wow, and I'm not so sure if Clannar wants to show herself up. Oh boy, now Crown can engage on that.
So they're into the good stun there coming in for Victor. There's the Cully coming out of the turret going down. Flashes being burned. Explosive cast knocking on back. So there's the spooky ghost coming out. The recalls in. Clan. It does get the tier 1 top, but not really worth grabbing, as they're already starting to lose the base.
Wow.
Swift are really just doing a lot of damage already on this Runans and Gunsu's Kog'Maw right now.
Yeah, and Titans traded 2 towers for one outer turret.
Yeah.
They traded
Yeah,
their mid, yeah,
exactly.
their mid inner and top and inhibitor tower. So I'm not so sure. Oh boy.
That was not quite worth, and here comes Birch.
Oh, Clannan.
Planning getting closed in on, so does grab the turret, but will pay for the life, and that'll be Swift hitting another one. That's a third kill of the game. And right now, what Titans needed to do to win the game in Champ Select, they're definitely not doing now. Giving Swift the kills is not what you want to do, as we see a Baron now coming out on the side of Crown, but will be contested. Patchley does get knock up. That will be, will they grab the kill? No, he will not. Actually forced Burrow away, as Virtue will go down.
Yeah, not the
So
greatest decision here by Crown because they didn't have the Malphite ulti. They used it on to kill Fiora, which was a little bit unnecessary for me. So I think they should have backed away the moment they saw Titans because now Titans can get the mid tower.
yeah, now Victor's getting to the point at 23 minutes in where Victor, will be able to start melting waves pretty well. Ibis doing his best to just clear the waves, will stave off the 3 of them. Ping coming out for Titans or Dragon. Dragon is live. It is 2 dragons to 0 in favor of Crown right now. They wanted to get that movement and try to prevent 6% increase coming in for Titans.
Yeah, that's a third dragon in the game. It looks like Crown are building up a great lead to actually have a fifth dragon stack soon.
Oh, Patchling getting the burrow in, getting it to be a smite warrior. It will be stolen! Titans will grab it. Patchling will grab it, but what will they give up for it? Ultimate's being burned. Swifta getting the ult used on him. Ibis will grab Patchling. Petra's forced to flash first. Birch will grab the kill. We have Clannon coming in, propping the grand challenge. Double kill coming in, and will get shut down by Ibis. Ibis might be pushed a little bit too forward, but Vert's there for the backup. So that will be first dragon coming in for Titans, and it's a 3-for-3 trade.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused here by the way that Crown decided to play the team fight because they had Malphite chasing in and zoning out Lucian and Braum, but then they left Kog'Maw alone against Victor. So I think what Malphite should have done is engage Victor instead of Fiora that team fight because Victor was the one that was doing the damage, and then they all stayed in the Victor uh, ultimate, and that way they all got chunked down by Victor, and then Fiora was able to clean up the fight. So great team fighting by Titans, and a little bit of misplay here by Crown. So I would like to see Crown, hard engaging Victor the next team fight, and having Fiora polymorph. I'm sorry, having Lulu polymorph Fiora, so that way that Fiora could not do any damage to them
I
because.
really enjoyed
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
Chaos Storm. I was just gonna say I like the way Holy placed the Chaos Storm.
Yeah,
Definitely
that
just
was.
completely chunked. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a great Chaos Storm by Holy Carp up here.
Rotation top lane. I don't know if it's Holy Arab or if it's Holy Crab. I don't know what it is. It's Holy something. So that's why I've just been saying Holy because that's like the only part that I know.
Yep. I'm saying Carp because we had an LCS player being Carp back in Alternate and Millennium a little bit, back in the old ages for those who remember. He was the only player that had the trackball.
Really?
Yes.
Let's see the top lane rotation coming in for Crowd as we do. Oh, they do get the Glacial Fissure on top of Swift, and we see how much he can melt. That'll be Holy grabbing the kill there. That'll be a turn actually taking a bot or down in bot lane. Probably grabbing the kill. So support grabbing a kill on support, and will we see a Baron attempt here? Yes, we will. We'll see if Ibis and Pudu could really stop that.
Wow, great engage here by Titans, picking up the Kog'Maw, so that was the only source of damage dealt by Crown, and realizing that the Malphite could kill them very easily. That was well done by Imperial Titans up here.
Yeah, Cinefet really noticed that that Swift was just a little bit out of position, as we do see a Baron attempt to be stolen, and Pudu coming up just short. Patchy will grab kill. But back to, of course, that last team fight. Cinefet really just saw Swift with just the slightest bit out of position, and definitely took advantage of that with the Glacial Fissure, and just as you can see, he just can get off if they can get to him.
Yeah, great smile secured by Patchling, and great zoning by Clanan. He went in and tried to kill Pudu before he could actually went in and smited the Baron. So great pickup here by Titans, and with that, actually, they might be able to turn the game around because now they're.
We got a game.
Yeah, but now they are 1.5k gold ahead.
Try to see what they can do with Baron buff. Looking like they're gonna push in the mid lane. They do have Clannon shoving out that bot wave. Does have teleport up, so of course can teleport into any team fight that this push may cause. Urge coming down to try to deal with Claned split push.
Yeah, and great now split pushing now by Fiora. I think she might be able to 1v1 Malphite that she got a Black Cleaver and a Titanic Hydra. She might be able to 1v1 Malphite, but we're gonna see how that plays out.
A little bit of poke there. Shoving the wave back into Crown as we see Titans grouping up. The turret is just about down. They will grab that turret. Gonna fall back a little bit. Looks like it's gonna be rotating towards top side. Looking to try to clear up any of Pudu's jungle that they can.
Yeah, and we see the change that was invented in the last patches that we haven't talked about was that rapid fire cannon got nerfed. So now that's why we see a static sieve on Lucian, because they removed the movement speed buff that was in between the rapid fire cannon and the static sieve. And since they buffed static sieve wave clear, that's why Detrius decided to go for the static sieve up here instead of rapid fire cannon that we would see maybe a patch ago.
Dragon will be coming up in 35 seconds. From the looks of things, Crown's gonna want to get to that Dragon 5, and Titans wanted to do their best to prevent a Dragon 5. Of course, they wouldn't mind a Dragon 5 himself.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a very long time for them to get Dragon 5 because they have their first Dragon secured in the last fight that they had with it. And I'm not so sure if what will happen now in a team fight. It could get very chaotic. And Kog'Maw finished his Blade of the Ruined King, so now he will be able to shred through Xenofate and Lord Patchling.
Okay, Dragon is live, already being started by Tight here. If Pudu gets over the wall, will get the pass, but will not. Patchling will secure it with another clutch smite. Glacial Fissure being burned out. Ooh, the explosive cast will get melted down by Triss. Oh, a lot of damage coming out here from the Chaos Storm. And that'll be Holy grabbing another kill onto Swift. That's a double kill down onto Ibis, who finally goes down. Swift will grab the kill. That'll be a triple kill coming in for Holy. So very nice job on the side of Titans in that team fight. Beautiful Chaos Storm once again from Holy.
Yeah, that was a great also Glacial Fissure coming in by Xenofate. Ooh, Malphite.
Earth just wanted to back away. Patchling still just trying to be as nuisance as possible. BM, man.
Stop the ports. I think it's mostly stop the ports. They don't want Malphite to recoil up here.
Will Rico will not go for the kill, but nice job there for Patchling as they do take the 3 up in the top lane to take the tier 3 bot.
Yeah, and a great victor coming in by Holy Kerp. He won most of the team fights for Titans, in my opinion. That he was able to get his Chaos Storm on Kog'Maw and Lulu at the same time, because what we've seen so far is being very close with Swifta. So that way they allowed Holy Kerp to actually place a nice Chaos Storm and melt through both of them. And we saw, I think, Swifta flashing aggressively to kill Victor while none of his team had any backup for him. So I'm not so sure that you want to do that as a Kog'Maw, because after that you are not able to escape at all.
As we do see the supports here trying to fight over position here over by the Baron pit. Holy's just now starting to get that CS advantage going up. He really got himself back into that game. Of course, Victor's damage late game is absolutely ridiculous, especially with the way that Holy's been placing those Chaos Storms. The perfect spots in the team fights. Grab it up, of course, a triple kill, helping out fine. But of course, you know, they've just been so clutch in these big team fights. It's been really helping out for Titans.
Yeah, they're really helping out, and I like also the way that Patchling is playing Rek'Sai. He's always helping his team fight, put as much as crowd control as they possibly could. And now we see Imperial Titans grouping up in the top, since they know that bot side is pushing already against Imperial Crown. That is a good push here by Titans, realizing their strengths.
Yes, Titans really just trying to chunk down another turret. Patchling taking a little bit of turret damage, not too much. It's really unstoppable. Force coming in for Verge. Not sure that was the best idea. Losing a lot of his health. That turret still goes down.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused of why Merc would put their ulti onto 3 people while he had no backup. So that was a little bit of waste for his unstoppable force up there for Merc.
At 33 minutes in, it's about a little over 5,000 gold lead right now. Of course, you know, as the games go on, later and later, gold lead matters much less and much less. But of course, it's 7 turrets to 5, 2 dragons apiece, and we got Baron spawning up in 18 seconds. More than likely going to see another big team fight there.
Yeah, so that's why Merc is in the bot side of the map. He wants to push as much as he can those minions, so that when the Baron comes out, he would be able to teleport and not cost them too much. So the plan here for Imperial Crown is to maybe try and push their waves out and maybe stall the Baron as much as they could, because now Titans can easily get the Baron while their bot side is pushing against them.
Have the vision or being cleared out there, Blue grabbing the ward from behind the Baron pit. Trying to get the vision right now. Quite sure they're going to go for it quite yet. Actually, we'll take a bit of damage coming in for the Baron.
Yeah, I'm not, entirely sure why we don't see a lot of pinks coming in from Imperial Titans. I would like them to recall and, get pinks so that they could clear the vision around the Baron side, because now they don't have the vision required for them to do Baron up here. Crown has great vision in the map, but Titans cannot get the Baron without having a pink ward. All of their pink wards are in the Drake, and they would need to move them into the Baron pit.
And just really trying to. It looks like it was going to go for a little bit of pressure, but just trying to clear out the wards here on the blue side of Crown. So we see back to the mid lane coming in for Titans. Trying to once again clear out the wards coming in for Baron. 42 seconds coming in on the Dragon timer. Both teams look for that movement speed. Dragon 3.
Yeah. And we see Fiora opting into a little bit of magic resist with picking up Hexdringer up here, so she could easily duel Malphite. And we see a very, very tanky Rek'Sai coming in here.
Verge, he's up the top wave. Does have his unstoppable force back up. Has teleport up as well. Teleports up actually all around the board. Summoner spells up for, actually it's up for everybody. Flash is up for everybody. Heals for everyone. As we see Titans now starting to drag as soon as it spawns, ulting very quickly. No contest, but it will be third dragon coming from them. Not be trading. Aaron is trying to get the vision in there. They knew they couldn't contest it. Just trying to get some of the ward coverage outside of Baron Pit.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why Crown gave up a free Drake to Titans. They could have easily contested the Drake, or they could have easily went and, threatened the Baron while Imperial Titans are doing the Drake. So you force the enemy team into a bad situation by maybe going Baron side. But I think they just want to stall out for Kog'Maw to get a GA and maybe hope for a better team fight. But I think Crown's strong point at the moment is team fighting, and they haven't been doing that so well.
I also want to commend Titans, what they've done. Swifta was getting a little bit big there. Has not been, as much of a factor in these team fights. They've done a very good job locking him down. That ward coverage might come back to haunt him. Get a poke will force the ult out of the Alistair.
Yeah, and I would like to see now Titans picking up the Baron, because they know that Alistar ulti is down, so I would like them to force a fight up here and force to get the Baron, or they would need to get pressure on their side lanes, because yeah, Fiora is pushing in the bot against Malphite, but they're not pushing any other side lane, so they give more time for Crown to scale up.
I'm kind of sitting around Baron, just looking to see if the words come up. As Titans will kind of disengage off the Baron. Like on the mid lane, not too much action really coming out. We do have the GA finished coming out for swiftness, so kill him twice.
And with a little ulti on top of him, so I think Titans gave a little bit of free time to Crown. They took the inhibitor before and they took the tower, but they didn't capitalize on taking the inhibitor, so I'm not so sure of the play that Titans make. I think they should have pushed their advantage more and maybe threatened a Baron while the inhibitor was down. Or maybe have better side wave control than they already have, because now Imperial Crown is moving and clearing all the vision that Titans have placed.
And for the last 5 minutes, it's just seemed that it's been nothing but ward wars here over for the Baron.
Yes. And with Titans being almost full build, they don't have a space for a pink ward, so they're not actually able to clear the vision that Crown puts, except maybe the 2 sweepers that they have. So they will.
Farsight coming in for Crown, of course, don't want to be checked. No, get no close to bushes. We do see the Baron getting started here by Titans. Knocked down about half health right now. We'll have to see if Poodoo can come in and grab the steals. We do see a quick fight here in the bot lane. It will actually be disengaged. And there's a successful Baron stop coming in for Crown.
Yeah, I don't know why Titans stopped the Baron, because now they give more time for Crown to push out the waves and get better vision around the Baron pit. I think maybe because Fiora couldn't stop a Malphite teleport if Malphite decided to teleport. So maybe that's why they stopped the Baron, but otherwise I don't see them why. Oh!
Actually, will get knock up. There's the ult coming in here. We got a teleport coming in here for Verge. Does have the unstoppable force. Will get flashed out of it as we do see the glacial fissure coming in for the disengage. So the unstoppable force down. Very nice time flash for Holy.
Yeah, very nice flash here by Holy Carp. You know, I think if he was caught by the Malphite ulti, then he would have died most likely. But that flash is still enabling him to stay alive. And now Titan is in a great spot. Nobody died, so they have the Fiora teleport against the Malphite. So now it is their time to force actually something.
Yeah, they burned ultimates. Just basically for just one flash, and of course they do get the teleports. They do have the TP advantage, as now they're going back to the Baron pit. It's trying to walk his way over. Not quite sure, as we do have Ibis coming in from the backside, as we do, and it will be picked up by Holy Carap, as we now have the Rek'Sai coming in. As Detrius will grab a kill onto Poodoo. Calling coming out. He's here. Ibis hitting from the back line. Will grab him, but then Holy grabs a kill onto Ibis. As we have the grand challenge being placed down. Clannon grabbed first, running a bit low. Will flash over the wall. Another flash ult being used. And Patchling will not be able to reach him, but that is a Baron, and that is for one. He still goes in for the knock. There's a pulverize coming in for Alistair, as they now have the minion wave, and there goes the turret, and then inhibitor going down as well. And they are looking, they're going to grab another inhib. So definitely very well played in there from Titans, as they're now going to go. If it's first trying to get, it will get knocked down. As Detrius will go down. Actually will flash away. This is just absolute, I can't even keep up. There's so much going on at one time. Oh man.
Yeah.
Was, more action than we've seen in the last 20 seconds than we've seen in the last 10
Yeah,
minutes.
I think you were not prepared for that, but going back, Poodoo did not use his explosive cask to knock away Rek'Sai and having a chance to steal the Baron pit, so... Oh boy, now he uses it.
Poodoo uses the trying to get it. He's been pretty close on these steals, just hasn't been able to quite get it. You know, he's due for one though. He's due.
Yeah. I think
Maybe
he should
it'll
have...
be 5th dragon.
Yeah, 5th dragon a great possibility here coming in by Imperial Titans if they want to take it that slowly and if they want to win the game by having five dragons, they could definitely do it. But a little bit misplay here by Crown. They did not use the explosive cask to knock away everybody and having an easy smite from the Gragas. And Holy Care picking up the Baron here means that is most likely game over because now Crown has to wave clear two waves of creeps that are supered up and they have the Baron buff on them. So now
And you also got to look.
Go ahead.
Holy is super fed right now, 7-2
Yep.
and 6. Like Victor's late game damage is already big as it is without being fed, but just being fed even more. Complete full items right now.
Yeah.
This Victor, this is those Chaos Storms were dangerous before. This now they're gonna be so much worse.
Yes. And all they need to do for Titans right now is group topside and take the last remaining inhibitor. Oh!
Oh, Patchling! Look at the snipe away.
That's why you always keep your last burst for the red buff, boys. You don't slowly burst it down. You just go once in and then that's it.
Patchling has been the master, whether it's stealing buffs or whether it be securing objectives with smite. He's been really solid this game.
Yeah, great steals here by Patchling, and that red buff steal allows him not to get kited by Kog'Maw.
The knockup will hit Wender's Bite, but no procs onto that. Coming in here, so 8 turrets to 5. Now they're looking to try to seize the last remaining inhibitor turret. Baron has timed out, so well, I was about to say equal strength, but not quite equal strength, but more equal than it was with Baron.
Yes. So this is the last remaining tower. Oh boy.
Explosive cast getting in. Cinnamon was the only one who gets knocked into turret range. Calling getting used out by Deatrice. Nothing quite as we have Verge trying to clear up this wave. As Clannon caught a little bit too aggressive, but will be grabbing that last inhibitor turret as well. They do get the winner's way. They will get the stun out as well. So much damage coming out. The inhibitor will fall down as well. So that's 3 inhibs down. The only thing left is the 2, as we do see a ZC Rod try to deal. The Zerots just deal with these creeps. They're just absolutely just pouring in right now. Not sure if the Zerot portal will be able to take it to quite. I'm not sure, but stranger things have happened.
I would have liked the Zerot portal to be used a little bit earlier than what it's used right now, because right now I think these soldiers are going into their own suicide mission, so I'm not so sure how you can talk to their families when they return. But
Being in the Twitch chat, Blood Vault with the Prey Seeker steal, please. Absolutely too overpowered, man. Too overpowered.
yes, so I think the
The
game
longest
is
games.
yeah, the longest game we've seen so far, but I think it's pretty much game over at this point of time.
Yeah, it would take a complete miracle for Crown to come back to it. They had the early game. They had it. They had a lot of the kills onto Swifta, but within the last 15-20 minutes, he just hasn't been that factor that he was in early game.
Yeah, a great early game coming in from Imperial Crown, and we see their plan falter a little bit in the mid game. They didn't have the greatest shot calling in the mid game, and they could have easily taken the game if they played it a little bit faster than what they did and a little bit more methodical and realizing what their target goals were. So in the fight that they lost, I think they should have targeted Victor instead of just spreading out and Malphite chasing Lucian and Braum.
Yeah. I think around the time when they had the fight around Dragon Pit, of course, when Holy Carib got the triple kill, I feel like that's when the game really just kind of snowballed in favor of Titans. Because before that fight, they were pretty even. It was just very good Storm placement once again for Holy Carib. I can't praise him enough for that. They were so on point, but that was kind of the first one that really just packed a huge punch and just knocked Crown. Of course, getting the triple kill. That's what kind of snowballed it from there.
Yes.
They do grab they're looking to grab the inhib. Let's come back up, so there'll be 2 down inhibs, as we do have Clannon down in the bot lane. Bring
Oh
out that
boy.
inhib as well. Won't quite get it. We'll be able to smash right away. There'll be 2 inhibs down, 1 freshly down. So now they're just out grabbing the buffs.
Yes. So I think up there, the Imperial Crown should have fought for their mid inhib, because now with 2 inhibitors again, it's very very hard for Imperial Crown. So I think they should have went all in for the mid inhib and see if they could maybe catch out Titans, because right now Titans are just gonna rotate the Baron, take the Baron, and they could also wait for 5 dragons as well, so they could pick up a Baron and 5 dragons at the same time. So,
5th dragon, that will be third. I believe yes,
ooh,
the 3rd
boy.
Baron of the game. Rek'Sai coming in. Will we see another Seeker steal? The OP Prey Seeker steal. Burrow in will get block as we have Dietrich in there. They're all kind of forming back off of Dragon. Will the unstoppable force in. Alistair off being popped, headbutt knocking. Holy Carib out of the way. The Grand Challenge does get blocked, but Carib grabbing some more kills to go. That's 5th Dragon coming over, secured by Dietrich. And that's a double kill and a kill on to Swifta for Patchling. As we have Carib with the teleport and just
Ooh.
bursts down Zybase. So 3 kills on that one for Carib, and there is only Hoodoo left. Will not. I don't think he'll be able to stop this. The Zerat portal will not be able to stop this mega push. So that will be just shy of 50 minutes. Game 1 coming in for Titans.
Yeah, and GG coming out from Titans. Great, great stuff here picked up for Titans. Great win coming in. And they were able to capitalize on the enemy team's mistakes. And they took out the game very, very convincingly. So great team fighting from um, Titans up here.
As you look, just look at the damage that came out right here. It was Carib, 45,000 damage, way more damage than anybody in the game. And it was actually for the side of Crown Swifta sharing most damage dealt with Verge. I think it was only, actually Verge did about 31 more damage in that one. So very, very well played out by Titans. Of course, they did with Crown having the Kog'Maw, trying to protect Kog'Maw as much as possible, but Titans were just able to get in and get the picks off onto Swifta before he really had a chance to do anything.
Yeah, great team fighting for Holy Carp, and for me, he's game 1 MVP. He definitely deserves the praise that he's received so far. I think his Victor ultimates and the Chaos Storms allowed Titans to actually came back from a very very big deficit up here. So I'm excited to see if game 2 uh, Crown decides to take away the Victor, or if they decide to ban away the Victor and force Holy Carp into something else.
Yeah, I do agree with you with Holy Carp being the MVP for Game 1. Also, Patchling, of course, with on the rec side, was very, very clutch with securing the objectives with the smite. So overall, it's just a great understanding of the composition coming in for Titans and understanding what they have to do uh, to beat Crown. And of course, Carip, once again, I'm mentioning it, the Chaos Storms did a very nice job in shutting down Swifta and not letting him, really get fed and just rain down damage and pick up kills left and right.
Yep. So I'm expecting a little bit of a different draft from Imperial Crown. I think they have to take away the Victor. I wasn't impressed by the other picks that Titans had. They played very very well their champions, but it wasn't something spectacular like Holy Carp's Victor. So I definitely think that they need to take away the Victor from Holy Carp, and I think they need to actually protect. If they decide to go for a Kog'Maw strategy again, they would need to peel for Swift a little bit better, because we saw Ibis a little bit overextending, and in the Baron fight we saw him trying to flank Imperial Titans, but that's not what you want to do as Lulu. You want to stay near your Kog'Maw, but not exactly on top of him. So
Absolutely.
you, yeah, you could get like AoE down and killed by Victor. So I would like to see a little bit better positioning by Imperial Crown, and I think they could definitely take the game away.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, going in about 20, 25 minutes, it was still a very close game. It was not completely snowballed out of control yet. Crowd did show some very good things. It's just like you said, the positioning from Ibis, the positioning from the team, not quite there, and Titans were just quick enough to pick up on any mispositions, on any miscues on the side of Crown. That's what Titans was able to do, really just bust that game open. It was far overall they understood what they needed to do, and that's exactly what they did.
Yes. So I'm not sure what Titans. I think they need to change a little bit their early game, and I think Patchling definitely needs to I think help his laners more because Pudu definitely set his lanes ahead, especially bot and mid lane. Ibis and Swifta had a great lead against their counterparts, so I think Patchling needs to step up his early game a little bit and maybe either put some wards down and help their teammates or counter gank like exactly what he did with Victor in the mid lane where it was a 2-for-2 fight where Patchling came in very late and they actually got Victor. And they
Yeah,
actually got
Patchling.
sorry Pudu.
Yeah, to just say like Patchling was very, very responsive around the map. Of course, being on Rek'Sai, you have the global ultimate. You can really just kind of just ult in and help a teammate whenever you need to. I did really like the Rek'Sai pick, because although I don't believe Titans were really caught out too much, for the small times that they were, Patchling was able to be there with the ultimate, and just kind of help, like how we saw Holy Carib, like of course in that mid lane fight, he was able to save his mid laner and get him to safety, and Patchling did very well with that. Liked I like the composition that Titans had. Crown, I do want to see something different, like you said. Um, I was not too impressed with the Juggerclaw composition that they ran, especially having the Janna ban and the Lulu not being exactly where he needed to be. But I do want to see something different. I don't want to see them run the Juggercog composition, especially if you don't get your hands on the Janna. Early game, it did show that it worked very well, but as the game went on, it just completely like non-existent, and they were just trying to scrap and find kills on whoever they could get them on.
Yes, I agree here. And we are going to get into lobby guys soon enough.
We don't have people who are AFK at the moment. No, nobody's running to the bathroom, but nobody's spamming all chats. I'm assuming
Yes, well, I'm assuming we
kind of
are
set
going.
for right now.
Yeah, we're going to get into the game soon, and I think we have a change here from Imperial Titans. We see, I think we're going to see Full Metal Echo subbing in for Sin of Fate. So we might see it.
Yes.
Yeah, we might see a different playstyle here coming in from Titans.
You have love from Patchling. Hashtag kick echo 2014.
um, I'm not so sure how that is nice to your teammates, but we'll see how that plays out
It's good
in
flaming.
yeah in the mid game because support and jungle synergy is very important into this meta that we are facing right now.
Patton just seems like he's very confident. Where he's like, nah, don't worry about Echo. I can synergize this entire team around me.
So what do you think that Crown needs to change up in this point of time?
Well, I mean, like I said for the last game, I don't want to see the Juggercog. I do like their early game. Their mid game and late game still very questionable. But I feel like if they can draft a composition that can win early game, be able to snowball The same kind of way the Titans did, because Titans kept it close. They didn't let anything come out. I think Crown really does have a good team, and that they showed good synergy, not quite the synergy the Titans showed. Actually, as we go, we're now on pick bands. I'm sorry, I was completely rambling on. Quick bands coming out here. Yasuo, Fiora, and Morgana coming from the band from Crown, and it will be the Janna and the Kog'Maw band coming out for Titans. So no possibility of a Jugger Cog out in this one.
Yeah, or Malphite.
Yeah, of course the Malphite band coming out as well.
Ooh, so we see a Zac pickup. First lock-in for Crown, we see a Zac coming in. I'm not so sure why you would first pick up the Zac when you have Poppy open, and that's what exactly Titans do. They pick up the Poppy, so every time Zac is gonna jump in, Poppy's gonna say not today and press her hammer and just kick away Zac. So I'm not so sure why you would first pick the Zac when you have Poppy open up.
Okay, because we have the Poppy, and now we have Patchling on the NA Rengar. Let's hope he doesn't play an NA Rengar, like a Korean Rengar or something like
um, I'm not sure how Rengar does into Zac, so that is definitely a change for Imperial Titans. They would like more pressure, I am assuming, in the early game than what they had last game. So they're definitely changing their plans up here, and I like the way that they're approaching the game so far. And
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
are we gonna unbench the Kench?
I have my banner ready. I have my banner and my marching band ready. Yes, we
Ooh,
do get the Kench lock in, so we'll be a Kench Ballista. Bot lane. Ooh, I do like this. I,
yes.
the Gen Hover. Will we see Chris coming out with?
We might.
Maybe I think he's just teasing the Hover.
Yes, but I like the bot lane coming in here from Imperial Crown. Kalista and Tahm Kench is kind of the same way that Thresh and Kalista work, because you can throw in behind you the Tahm Kench and then he can eat you away and then you can run away very, very quickly. It's not as smooth as Thresh Kalista, but I really like the combination between those two together.
Hovering over that, and we do Tristana. I do like Tristana. Thresh might be the pickup for Meadow Echo here. Seconds. Yes, that will be the lock-in. So we will see Chris and Full Metal Echo on the Tristana and Thresh support.
Great pickup here for Imperial Titans. If they could catch out the Kalista with the Thresh, or if they can catch out the Tahm Kench, very early stage of the game, they could easily kill the Tahm Kench. Um, I'm not so sure why Tristana when Corki is open. Corki, in my opinion, is definitely better than Tristana at this patch, and I think you could also they could have also picked an Ezreal. But with the Tristana, I think their main goal is if Zac jumps away and they don't have the Poppy ulti, they Tristana can just ulti away the Zac. So they have multiple ways of knocking away the Zac. And we see the Azir locking in. Ooh boy.
Ibis on the Lulu last game. We'll see how he does on the Azir this game, as we do have the Darius be coming in for the top lane. The last pick, mid laner. We'll see what Holy Carib will play into.
Into the Azir, yeah. we're not definitely seeing a Shaco here.
AP Soraka mid.
No, no, no. I think Victor could also work for them really, really well again. It's a nice counterpart to Azure because Azure would need your soldiers to go into the Victor, and Victor can wave clear against Azure really, really well, and Victor can push Azure into the tower. So that is a great, I think, pickup here for Titans. Maybe Azure or LeBlanc. I think like either Victor or LeBlanc. But the Syndra hover was really good as well. Syndra definitely decimates Azure.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be, yes, it's going to be the Victor locked in here. The one thing about Azir, his biggest weakness is mobility. When you look on the side of Titans, you have, of course, you have Rengar, you have Tristana being able to jump in. Of course, you have the hook. If you hit the death sentence onto Azir, he really doesn't have much escape. He has to force his ult or try to be able to use the soldier and dash to the soldiers. I do think in this composition, though, Imperial Titans did draft a pretty good composition to play into Azir. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, and if Azir jumps in and maybe he pushes back Victor and Tristana, the people who are going to face Tristana and Victor, if he knocks them back, Poppy can come in and say, you're away. I just knock you away. Poppy can just knock away like somebody that goes in, and we see again the double teleport coming in from Kerp and Clanan, while we have the barrier here coming in from Ibis. So bot lane, Swifta and Lawler have to be really, really careful for a double teleport in the bot lane. And Azir is actually one of the weakest mid laners right now. I think his win rate in the last 6 patches has been below 43%. So
Yeah, you don't really see too much Azir coming out, especially in this patch. With a lot, with the AD, mid laners, the assassins really being buffed as well, like Zed. Um, like Zed into Azir is a pretty nasty combination. There's just a lot that plays against Azir right now in this current meta, in this current patch. That I am a little bit surprised to see Azir getting picked up. Really didn't think that that was what we were going to see coming in for Ibis, but maybe he's got a secret for playing against types of current compositions.
yeah, I would have liked maybe an Orianna with the Zac. So if Zac jumps in, then you can have an Orianna just blocking everybody together. And maybe instead of Darius, I would have liked maybe an Nautilus pickup or having an Olaf so Poppy cannot knock you away. You use your ulti and then you just run straight at the enemy backline, while you can have maybe uh, a Lulu pickup so you can speed up the Olaf, and there's no way that they can knock away the Olaf. So a little bit strange draft for me from Imperial Crown. I don't like the Zac first pick, and I don't like the way that Crown drafted around Titan's comp because Darius, what is he gonna do against Poppy? Like, let's say late game team fight happens and Darius and Zac go in, Poppy can just knock them away, and then that could definitely lose them a team fight. And
Absolutely.
we saw Titans. A good point is their team fighting potential. So I would have liked maybe a wombo combo team coming in from Imperial Crown, so maybe they could take away the strong point of Imperial Titans up here, but we're gonna see how that game plays out. Let us know what you guys think in the chat. Hashtag Crown win or hashtag Titans win.
Yeah. Who do you have this one? Do you think the Titans take 2-0, or do you think Crown sends us to a game?
I think that Titans are gonna take this game away because of their comp, how strong their comp is with Victor, Tristana, and Poppy. I think that's a very, very strong team fighting team. And for Crown, their only way of winning this is by cheesing actually the enemy team. So we're gonna see how well Pudu can play the Zac and how well Ibis can perform on the Azir. But if they don't win the early game, I don't see any way of Crown winning against Titans.
Yeah, completely on point. Everything. I do have Titans as well. Mostly like in pick ban. I do believe they won the pick ban phase. My head's telling me Titans, but my body's telling me Crown because I do want to see a game 3. But no, we'll have to see. So one of me will be right.
One of me.
One of me, like whether it's my head or whether it's my body. But regardless, I win. So hashtag caster win.
I like
Casters always win.
yeah, I like the skin coming in from Ibis. So we will see how the game plays out.
Oh, the Grave Lord is here. I actually just noticed that. I was looking for him. I was trying to find him, but I don't know how I missed it. Yeah, I do have to say that the Gravelord's probably my favorite of these year's skins. I'm not really a big fan of the Galactic.
Yeah, I like the other skin that they play. I also have that in my account. But anyway, are we gonna see a 5-man invade again from Titans? Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Here we go. Let's start this game off right as we see good stun coming in. Bit of damage coming out. Flash is being burned. Ibis running a bit low. Forced a flash. Will burn the barrier. Will save his life. Imagine going in. That is Holy Carrot grabbing the first blood at 1 minute, and they're still going in here. Echo will
Oh!
grab it, and that'll be Patchling grabbing the kill. So a very successful early, very early 5v5. You grab a kill onto Patchling. Patchling will grab the, or I'm sorry, Holy Carrot will grab a kill as well. If you look in the bot lane, 2 assists coming in for Thresh, 2 assists coming in for the Tristana. That was very good 5v5 level 1 coming in for Titans.
Yeah, great, great stuff from Titans. The flash laser coming in from Holy Carp, allowing him to secure a kill on Ibis, and now he returns to lane with a double Dorans, and he still has the hex core. So the laning phase is gonna be really rough now for Ibis, and the XP advantage that they have from the kills. It's very now hard for Crown to do anything in the early game.
Yeah, it was very good. Titans obviously showing a bit of confidence, you know, after that game 1 win. They did the invade. They tried to do the invade last time. They just couldn't, you know, get the fight on the Crown. But this time they do get it in the second game, and definitely pays out well. 2 good kills coming in, assists coming out across the board. Everybody benefiting from that.
Yes, and now laning phase just became at least like 2 or 3 times harder for Imperial Crown. So now their goal is to survive the laning phase and maybe try to come out equal as Titans, because we see almost a 1k gold difference at 3 minutes. Oh boy.
A very good hook coming in for Full Metal Echo. Also, in the mid lane, Ibis is down both his flash and his barrier. As well, if you look, flash coming down for Beatrice, and Ignite and flash for Full Metal Echo. Other than that, no other summoners. I'm sorry, Holy Carrot flashed as well. But other than that, not a lot really burned down, as Ibis is now, of course, being very immobile. Does not have any of his summoners. Rengar, of course, we see coming in, just making his presence known a bit. See a good fight up here in the top lane.
Yeah.
Bit of bleed damage coming in for Clannon.
Yeah, in early game is gonna be a little bit hard for Clannon because of the Darius damage and the bleed. But otherwise, I think Poppy's gonna come ahead against Darius, and she can easily kill him if she knocks him into a wall. So now Ibis here overextending a little bit, and he should be careful because Rengar can definitely camp the Azure lane up here.
Jack coming in. Echo getting a little bit of poke on. Okay, thank you, Bloodvolt. Detritus. I'm just gonna say it exactly like syllables, so I don't mess it up. I'm sure it'll come naturally in time.
Are we gonna see the first gank from Zac in the mid lane? Oh no, they spot him.
A little bit of trading here at the top. Clannon popping the W will not take any further damage.
Yeah, and we see actually 1k gold ahead by Titans up here, just from the laning phase and the 2 kills. So great stuff from Titans. They are a little bit ahead in the victor CS, and Tristana is almost 5 to 6 CS ahead of Kalista. So definitely the early game sped up from Titans.
Yeah, as you see, Crown is, you know, of course, staying alive. Of course, even with the summoners that they had down, not really too much pressure coming in for Patchling, of course, just kind of AFK farming for the clearing the camps. Try to get to level 6 first. He actually does have, Patchling does have a 1 level advantage over Poodoo right now. Poodoo up in top lane, unsuccessful. Gank attempt. Not really too much, just a little bit of trading going on.
Yeah, and these lanes are going as much as Titans want, so they don't want to fight too much. They just want to, push their advantage a little bit later, since Tristana and Poppy are more mid to late game strong power spikes. So definitely Tristana is gonna come ahead from Kalista up here.
Yeah, because we did see the teleport being used by Holy Carib, upgrading the Hex Core MK1. The Stinger coming out for Ibis. Ibis was catching up in form, of course, now backed. Now pushed back to the advantage of Holy Carib. This is the hook. We'll get a tongue lashing for his troubles here in the bot lane.
Ooh.
The damage as Poodoo comes in over the wall, flay away from Echo. Great health is popped. He'll be okay. Falls back under turret. Poodoo goes back to jungle.
Yeah, that was the chunk by Tristana without having any items. That was just the Doran's Blade Tristana. So we imagine when Tristana is gonna back, it's not going to be nice for Imperial Crown up here.
Look, here in the bot lane, with a 53 to 50 farm advantage, they do get the hook. This is the flay. About a 1,000 gold lead, coming up roughly coming up on 7.5 minutes. Other than that first invade, the first 5v5 level 1, really not too much coming out. Trying to keep about 1,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I think both teams know what's... Ooh, great chunk by Holy Carib. But back to my point, I think both teams know what's at stake up here. It's playoffs, so they would like to play this game as slow as possible.
Oh, Patchling will be going under turret as Holy Carib will grab it, and Patchling will survive. Currently sitting on the 18 health right now. We'll be going the recall. Very, very aggressive coming in for Patchling. Very good pick up there from Holy Carib. Also forcing not only the flash and the barrier, but we'll be grabbing the ult as well. Coming in for Ibis, we have Poodoo coming in. Holy Carib is a little bit, gets caught up, and that's exactly what we're talking about. The Let's Bounce comes in, this gravitational field. Nothing comes out of that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if they could get Victor with both Zac and Darius. It's going to be very, very hard to catch a Victor, especially when he gets his Hex Core upgraded. So he's, what is it called? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, his Siphon Power would give him speed buff. Unless Azir pulls a great drift and pulls him back into them, I think it's going to be really, really hard to catch Victor out.
Okay, so coming up now on 9 minutes of the game, 3 kills to 0, as we have Imperial Crown looking to try to grab their first kill of the game. Roughly 1,500 gold lead coming out here for Titans as they look to try to close out this series to nothing.
Yes, and they've made a pretty strong statement right now. They're very close to getting the series. I think what Titans need to do right now is get a Rift Herald and start pushing their advantage in mid that they have over Ibis, because Victor is really, really strong in clearing the wave. Ooh.
A good inward flay. Get a few of the damage off, not quite enough to take out the Tom. We have Planning coming in, getting the knock up. As we do have Patching coming in, there's this heroic charge into the wall. There's a flash being used, there's Voodoo coming in. Let's bounce, baby. But will Birch be able to go? Does get the health, but Patchling will grab the kill. And Voodoo with the flash over the wall. So very nice job there from Patchling and Clannon.
Yeah, great synergy by top laner and the jungle from Imperial Titans up here. And they actually get the stun into the wall to Darius, and Darius does not have many escapes, so it's really, really hard for him. Oh,
Oh, it does get the smite down. Holy Carib just walks right out of that. Full
miss.
meadow. Trying to time that, time that death sentence with the Tom Kench ult. Not quite
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Oh, good
And
chunk out onto Ibis.
yeah. And they missed this, the elastic slingshot here from Pudu, so... Oh boy, here we go!
Oh, they do get the stun in. Ibis. Will Ibis go? Running pretty low. No, well, not very, very close call. There is Carib already showing at 11 minutes in. Definitely a lot of burst damage as Ibis, with no summoners, does get out alive.
Yeah, and that was in 1v2 against Holy Carp, and Holy Carp walks out of that fashionably and without burning any summoners, and he almost killed Ibis. So that is looks very, very grim for Imperial Crown at the moment. If the enemy mid laner can 1v2 you, it's really, really bad.
Verge getting a little bit of damage. It does get max bleed damage, but Clannon perfectly safe under turret.
Yeah, just the corrupting potions. He's gonna be fine.
As Carib getting a little bit of chunk out from the Sand Soldier. There now. And I went from the pink ward is we have Pudu coming right back into mid lane, but Carib once again thrown into gravitational field will be perfectly fine and will just walk right out of it. So Pudu not being too successful on his ganks, especially the fact he's been mid lane a couple times, has not gotten anything out of it, was not able to save Darius up in the top lane. Grab the hook in as we do have, there's the Devourer. Swift actually hit forward.
Ooh, great chunk by Ibis.
Oh man, I can only imagine how nasty Tom Kench's breath smells. That has to be the worst. So you see Clannon has the knockup, gets the heroic charge into the wall. Clannon looking for the 1v1. Goodbye. That'll be Clannon grabbing the solo kill up in the top lane.
And
does
this
have
is
the one level advantage over Verge up in the top.
yeah, this is where Poppy gets rolling. Oh boy.
There's the good ult coming in, but Patchling with a flash over the wall. The gravitational field stopping him, and holy Carib just will not go down. Full metal forced to flash, puts out the ult. Does get the ignite on. Persona will get a little bit of the return damage as well. As Echo will now get the clip all knocked in. Pudu will grab the kill on a full metal Echo. Now Clannon coming in, does not get the heroic charge stun, but will grab the kill. Tom Kench will go down. Get a bit more damage coming in. Some very, very nice teleport reaction coming in for Clannon. Grabs the TP, does grab the kill as well.
Yeah, now they're gonna pick up the Baron here for Imperial Titans since the support is missing from Imperial Crown, and actually Patchling is one level ahead of Pudu, so it's very, very hard now for Pudu to outsmite Patchling. And great reaction here coming in by Titans, realizing that they already killed Darius, and Clannan is already ahead of Darius, so even if Darius teleports in the bot side of the map, they could easily take him down. I would have liked from Detritus to actually use his ulti on Zac while he's jumping in at the start of the fight, but now we would...
Pudu with a little bit of the rocket jump, good! Hook coming in for full metal
Oh
Echo.
boy, Insec.
Into there. The blobs taking a bit of damage as we do see this now. The Tom Kench ult coming in. That's Detritus grabbing another kill. The Tom Kench ulting up a little bit too close as we have Patchling coming in. Will get the snare onto it, and then will be Swift to cut a little bit out. Will go down. Detritus grabbing another kill, and that'll be a double kill coming out. So that'll be 3 kills coming out from Detritus in the bot lane. Wow, that was very, very well played coming in there for Titans.
Yeah, and the score now is 1-10 and 4.3 gold lead ahead for Titans in the early game. So things are becoming a little bit brutal for Imperial Crown. While having your Azir 0-3, your Darius is 0-3, so now both of your solo laners are really, really into a bad situation. Your bot side is not doing so hot either, and you have your only kill in your jungler while he's a Zac. And going in for the Runic Echo, so I don't know why Pudu would go into the Runic Echo. Juggernaut would have been so much better, but man, things are looking very grim for Crown.
Yeah, I agree completely. You know, the bot lane wasn't really it wasn't doing too bad of a time. That's just we do see the knockup
Oh boy.
coming in, and Verge will get the spike kill onto Patchling as we do see Voodoo going down, and that's Holy Carrot grabbing another kill. It's like they will be sieging this bot lane, or I'm sorry, this mid lane turret. But I was gonna say with this bot lane, Swifta, you know, he wasn't too far behind, you know, until that really good engage coming in for Titans. Grabbing in, so now they're looking. There's some waves, does knock the hook. So 12-1, definitely not the same kind of game that at least we saw in game 1. Holy Carrot right now sitting at 4-0-1. Lord Patchley 3-0-6 on this jungle Rengar. Then you got 3-0-3 on the Detritus on the Tristana. They already get a lot of burst damage down. Take the Lantern to safety, all while Clannon's just while in top lane.
Yeah, and now we see 3 towers over for Imperial Titans. We see 1 Drake also for the Imperial Titans, while on the other side of the map we see Crown with 0 towers and 0 Drake. So it's getting really, really hard now for Crown. What they will need to do is maybe pick out a target while the 5 of them just kill a target. Otherwise, even a 2v3 or a 2v4, it's gonna look very, very grim for a Crown.
Absolutely, a lot at stake in this game. Titans are looking to get that playoff secure, looking to get, of course, another very convincing win here to kind of show the teams for playoffs. Hey, this is what you have to deal with. Titans.
Oh boy.
Very solid. Do get it nice. The turret does go down. Let's bounce coming in from Voodoo. Not really grabbing anything. We have Patchlings coming in, taking out Ibis. Going down. We got a flash coming in for Patchling. Does get the lockdown onto Swift, but does Swift have enough damage? No, he does not. As Holy Carrot grabs the kill onto Swifta, and then there is the stun in. As we do see the emote spam coming in, as will be a shutdown, but will be a trade for kills, as we do see off screen grabbing the kill onto Detritus. So overall, a 4-for-3, very, very bloody extended team.
Yeah, and that was a 4v5 if I'm not mistaken. Poppy was not there with their team. And if I'm not mistaken, that was a 4-4-3 for Imperial Titans.
4-for-3, yes it was.
Yes, and Poppy wasn't even there with them. And Poppy, you know, while having her little zone, Zac cannot jump in. And all of the kills for Imperial Crown up here are for Zac, and 1 kill for Darius. So that's not the people that you want to have your kills on.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look over at the side of Imperial Titans, you know, they have kills all along the board. Detritus on 4 kills. They have Holy Carrot 6 kills. They do have Patchling with 4 as well, and of course Clannon grabbing 2 as well. This is very spread out kill on the side of Imperial Titans. Crown, like you said, 3 of the 4 kills onto the Zac, none on the Callista, none on Ibis. This is not looking very good, coming up around the 20-minute mark if you're Crown.
And we see the Duskblade Rengar coming out. Wow, so that's a lot of burst coming out for Rengar. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Patchling is going for the glass cannon build Rengar. And we see Kerp still emote spamming. Another Drake up here.
It's really hard for, especially in this game, to really be, you know, a glass cannon. Like when you look at the side of Crown, every single one of them just seems like glass cannon right now. They could just fall back, as we do see the Rift Herald will be making his journey back into the void. Will be replaced by Baron. As we do see a collapse coming in for Titans. Will grab the hook on Voodoo. The heroic charge will be grabbing Virtus. Looking like we do see the Rengar ult coming in. Will get the jump down. Full Metal Echo will survive, as we do see the Zero coming in. Swifta No, he will. No, he will not. And that is the Chaos Storm grabbing it. Tristana will be grabbing the turret down bot lane, so not even in the fight. That is a 2-for-1 as you do have Dietrich grabbing the bot lane turret right now. Imperial Crown is not responding to this. Echo with the flag.
Ooh.
Voodoo will grab the kill, but Patchling just grabbing another one. There comes the blobs. All meanwhile, Dietrich is just grabbing bot lane.
Oh!
Ibis coming in, but no, holy Carib, too much burst, will grab the kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Ibis would like to go in and save his teammate. Desperate situation here coming in from Imperial Crown, and meanwhile Detritus was in the bot side of the map, and if I'm not mistaken, he took 2 towers.
Yeah, he did. He finished off the bot lane tier 2 that Patchling was working on before Swifta came down, before they got that pick off in the mid lane. Holy
Yeah.
Carib, be careful, man. Oh!
Ooh. AFK coming in from the victor here.
I smell a report.
uh,
I smell a report coming in. Kick from the team. As
oh
we
boy.
do see Titans are now tilting after that 50 exchange. So this is Crown's chance to get into this game.
Nice KS coming in here from Detritus up here, but going again into the game, I think Titan could pick up definitely a Baron anytime they want, and they could force easily a fight at the Baron side, and I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get a little bit of vision here for their top side of the map. So I would like to see here Titans, making sure that their bot side is pushing against the Crown, and they could easily force the Baron as they're doing right now.
Yep, there's the Baron called 22-minute Baron, and definitely a quick Baron, but they definitely have the lead to be able to secure this. Not a test coming in for Crown, and it's looking very, very grim as the Baron gets sent over to Imperial Titans.
Yeah, now Crown is forced into a very, very hard situation. For me now, this is their last chance maybe to come back into the game. They would need that tier 2 to fall down. They would just let this go away, and maybe they would need to fight out at their inhibitor towers up here, because having an inhibitor tower being down and having your inhibitors being down at 22 minutes, it's not going to be very easy for you to wave clear without items. Especially we see a Kalista only with a Blade of the Ruined King, and the Azir has only a Nasor's Tooth at the moment, so it's very, very hard for them to wave clear. So I think this is where they actually fight against Imperial Titans. This might be their last chance. Oh boy, Poodoo.
They're getting the hook into Poodoo, a lot of damage. But also, not only is the fact that you're down 20-6, and it's 23 minutes in, but you gave Baron to Imperial Titans, who also have a Tristana. It's just it will just be able to melt these turrets and these inhibitors. You see a defense coming in. Ibis throwing in the Sand Soldiers, getting a little bit of zonage from the inhibitor, but it's not gonna help, as inhibitor number 1 will fall at about 23.5 minutes. Oh, Echo almost grabbing the hook there. So 13,000 gold lead at 23 minutes. No turrets taken and no dragons on the side of Imperial Crown. This is definitely a lights out game coming in for Titans.
Yeah, and we see a 13k gold lead for Titans up here. Now that their inhibitor 1 is fallen, they could easily siege up the other turrets as well. So really, really now hard for Crown to come back from this deficit in 24 minutes.
The minion wave
Oh
coming
boy,
in.
Merc.
They do get the hook. The box gets placed out. Patchling is absolutely destroys him. As after the turret going down, second inhib going down. Crown retreating. Not much that they can do here. First damage down.
Lawler.
Catch running a bit low. Chaos Storm will grab a lot of damage. I will not pick up the kills. They're going into siege in. Ibis trying to go in. It's the knockback, but it does not matter. The turret will fall. Third inhib looking like it's going to fall very, very soon. And this looking like it's going to be a 2-0 Titans.
Yeah, Now 2 inhibitors down for Imperial Crown. Uh, Not much they could do up here. Maybe they could wait for Imperial Titans to overextend a little bit and maybe catch out them in a fight, but that is very, very unlikely. Now, we have also Yomu's Ghostblade completed by Rengar, not showing any mercy at all. And Victor picking up his rallies, so now Victor could also start kiting the Imperial Crown team while having his Chaos Storm actually using a lot of AoE damage and slowing them all. So it's gonna be very, very hard now for Crown.
If Titans completely shutting every objective off the map, melts the dragon. That's dragon number 3, so the movement speed buff coming over to Titans. Now clearing up the jungle, literally suffocating every little bit of gold Crown could even attempt to muster. Really can't leave their base. So everything right now going side of Titans.
Yeah, and now Titans all they need to do is group on the top side, take the last inhibitor remaining, and wait for your super minions to push all of your waves, or maybe engage a team fight. Oh,
The
Ibis.
Paxling going in, the Flash Ibis. Flash is right out of that. Two moves set up Rengar, definitely something worth flashing for. As Echo does not hit death sentence as the third inhibitor will fall. A matter of time before Titans decides to close it out. Play a bit back, they're not going a little bit too ham at the moment.
Yeah, they're just waiting for their super minions right now, and their base is gonna get floated really, really quickly with super minions. You see the poke coming in from Victor up here with their allies. It's very, very brutal right now. Oh boy.
Nick in, they did the box does get placed, the first will go down. As Detritus will grab another kill. Poodoo running very low.
Ignite!
Will the Ignite be able to grab
No!
him? No, not quite. We'll get in time. But actually, we'll grab another kill, and the Ibis will go down. As we do get a kill from Swifta, we'll be grabbing a kill. That's one Nexus turret down. The second Nexus turret going down.
Oh.
Nothing can really be done. Flash out. Just so much going on right now. Now they're focusing the Nexus. And for 28
And-
minutes, Imperial Titans take the series 2-0.
And GG, boys.
Didn't get to see a game 3. That's a bummer, right?
Yes, everybody would like to see a game 3 up here, but a great win coming in from Imperial Titans, and we see the victor first in damage dealt, also in the second
course.
game.
Yep, just like in the very first game, up by a lot too. 26,500 damage. The only one that broke 1,000 was Ibis. For the side of Imperial Crown, very convincing win for just. Of course, it started with that level 1 invade. It just completely snowballed the game from there. It was very well played to Titans. Good game coming out from Crown. Just not their day.
Yeah, I think the level up screwed up Crown by a lot margin because their early game was reduced to nothing almost because their plan should have been to win early game, and if they won early game with Azir and Darius being really strong in team fights, maybe they could have gotten something out of Titans, but I think the draft was mostly the issue here for Crown. Again, first picking the Zac while leaving out the Poppy is not a good way to pick up Zac. Maybe if they waited a little bit and picked up the Zac with the Poppy, that would have been really good for Imperial Crown up here. Because in the top lane, then Darius wouldn't have lost that much as he did from Poppy. Because Poppy is absolutely a monster in the top side. And all of their engage was negated by Poppy from her shield that she can stop the first dash from the enemy team, and she can just knock away the front line from Imperial Crown. And Tristana could also knock away Zac while he was engaging. So I think there was very little ways of Imperial Crown winning the game, and one of that was early game. And since they didn't win early game super hard, I don't think there was any chance of uh, Crown actually winning the second game. I felt like they did a lot better in the early game.
Yeah, they did, especially after Titans, grabbing kills off that level 1, uh, they were staying pretty safe for the early part in the lane, and of course Patchling being all over the map once again, this time on Rengar. I loved, like I said, the composition. I loved Titans coming in through the pick ban phase. I liked their composition better as opposed to the side of Crown, and it just completely snowballed that very decisive level 1 and just took the game from there. There was no way that the Crown really could climb back into it.
Yes, I agree. And that is it for today, guys. Make sure you follow us on the stream. We would really appreciate following the stream. And also, we would really appreciate if you could follow us on Twitter and on Facebook and leave us any comment that you want for us, for me and Emperor. We gonna, I think I'm gonna put some music on and then let us know if you have any questions in the chat. And thanks for watching again. And that it is from me. I'm gonna pass it to my friend Emperor. If you have any last words for our beautiful crowd up here.
I just want to say thank you for checking us out tonight. Yes, follow us on Facebook, on Twitter as well. It's 10:30 right now in the Eastern Time, so thank you guys for staying up with us. I know some people probably have to go to school tomorrow, but thank you for spending your evening here with us. Had a beautiful time casting with my good friend Luminicious. Thank you everybody for coming out, and I hope you guys have a terrific Tuesday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow at 8:30 for more ICS action.
Yes.
Microphone muted. Sound muted.